Oh, he's an antagonist for sure, my character at the start. He's kind of got a stick up his butt. The kids are supposed to dislike him on sight. And then over the course of the film, we're supposed to come to like him. I'm of the opinion that if anyone makes you laugh, you'll end up liking them despite yourself. So I hear the kids are laughing, which is the best news ever. And so I'm hoping that they have come to like him a little more by the end of the film. Peter Rabbit is a lovely human being, and he's got no pants.
It was the best. I mean, you know why you're making a kids film, but sometimes you get wrapped up in it, but it's not until you really hear kids sort of squeal with laughter that you really remember why you've made this film. And it was so beautiful because they were laughing so hard, and then the parents were laughing at the kids laughing, and it was like this big, beautiful cycle. They are so amazing. The animation is incredible. I've never seen anything like it, and I'm a bit biased because Animal Logic are an Australian company, and I just think they're remarkable. So. And I mean, two seconds into the film, you forget that you're watching a movie about talking bunnies. Well, I love the books. I grew up with them, and I feel like it's really true to the Beatrix Potter roots, and it's so charming. But it's also bringing it to a new generation of kids, and it's fun, and it's fast, and it's action-packed. It's a really perfect mix, I think. They can look forward to a film that has something for everyone. I think Will said that it's a movie for anyone between 2 and 98. So, I mean, that's a pretty broad age range, and I think that it's funny, it's charming, there's a love story, it's fast, and kids love it.
The animation is incredible. That whole team in Australia, they deserve all the plaudits that they're getting, because what they've done, how they've created these animals is wonderful. You forget 30 seconds in that I forget that it's my voice. I'm like, wow, look at this rabbit talking. It's really amazing. Anyone who grew up in Britain knows of this character, was read this character, or learned to read with this character, you know? So to know that this is the first time a script's been written that's had the blessing of the Beatrix Potter estate, that they believe that it's a true representation of the character she created, and also has so many wonderful homages and vignettes that are across all of the, I think, 24 or 25 books that she wrote. It's testament to Will Gluck and the entire animation team that they've pulled off such a thing. Peter Rabbit is he's mischievous, he's rambunctious, he's a fearless leader, he's foolish and full of heart, and he's got no pants. I remember so clearly, it was the first time my parents had ever read me a book where someone was naughty and broke the rules. And I remember thinking, this is amazing. This guy's so naughty. And then obviously by the end of each book, you realise that it's all going to come back to bite him on the bum, you know? Oh, he'd love it. He'd love it. He'd be right in there mixing it up. He'd be pranking people left, right, and centre. We should be very grateful that he's not here.
He's amazing. He's incredible. I mean, Will loves to, with every movie he does, he always writes the characters for the person acting them, voicing them. And from the beginning, before we even shot a frame of this movie, he sat in a room with James, they went through the script, they riffed, they kind of worked and found that character, because he had to be the perfect line of mischievous and naughty, but also super lovable, and James is that. And so from the very beginning, before a frame was animated, we'd found that character, and it was because of him. From the very beginning of this movie, he knew he wanted to make a movie that wasn't just for little kids, it wasn't just for grown-ups, it sort of got to toe the line of both, and I think he did a great job. He was super aware of having to pay tribute to Beatrix Potter and to the fun characters she created, and those stories are very simple and they're very unique and very special, and Will wanted to make a big, broad movie that still kept true to what those characters were, and so every joke was sort of thought of, is Beatrix going to think this is funny? We wanted to make sure we were true to everything, but also made something big and commercial and fun. Peter is naughty, mischievous, but he loves his family. He just wants to provide, even though it might not be the most, well-advised way of doing it. He's adorable, he's fuzzy, he knows it, and of course, he has no pants.
Hop into theaters, come see it. No, it's a lot of fun, and it's you forget so quickly that you're watching an animation, and really the real life characters and the animated characters all kind of exist in the same world quite cohesively. It's a really immersive, fun experience. But they filmed us while we did it, so our own mannerisms really kind of seeped into the characters as well. And I grew up in a big family, so acting like one rabbit out of, with my 3 siblings plus my cousin, it's like very natural to me. I loved it. Peter Rabbit, he wears no pants.
So fun, this cute little party they have for all the kids. All my friends are here with kids, and yeah, I'm really excited to see the film. Well, James is fantastic. He's the perfect Peter. So cheeky, so irreverent. He is like a rascal. I can't imagine anybody else doing it. And then Domhnall Gleeson plays Thomas McGregor, who's my unlikely love interest, and he's fantastic. He's the perfect comedic. He's sort of got like elements of Home Alone a bit, like the really great physical comedy, the bad guy everybody wants to take down, but sort of has a heart of gold. Well, when you're doing something as iconic as Beatrix Potter and is so beloved worldwide, and her book's over 100 years old, so they really wanted to honor that, and I'm so looking forward to it. I know we really had the support, the estate of Beatrix Potter, their support, but yeah, it's intimidating for sure.
In the writing of it, we knew it was going to be James Corden. The whole thing was tailored towards James. James and I spent many hours in the recording booth and writing, changing stuff to make it in his voice. So I can't even imagine, and I don't think the world will either, a non-James Corden voice out of Peter Rabbit. Well, we were really excited, but we're also really nervous because we wanted to make sure that we honor the legacy of Beatrix Potter and also all those books that I grew up on and I've written to my children. So they mean so much to all of us. So we really wanted to make a movie that kept in the tone of Miss Potter, and luckily we had the permission of the Beatrix Potter estate, and they were doing it with us the whole time. So we really didn't want to let anybody down, but we also wanted to make it exciting for people that haven't read the books. So hopefully, if you see this movie and you enjoy it, you'll go out and buy books. If you look at the Beatrix Potter drawings, they're very lifelike, and she did this amazing thing. They jump off the page. So we used our current technology to make it jump off the screen. So even though we're using computers and a lot of technology, we really believe that if Beatrix Potter were alive today, we hope, it's a big hope, that she would enjoy this.